Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Tony, and welcome to a Star Citizen ship guide. In this continuing series, I'll take you through all the important stats that you need to know if you're thinking of buying. Then we'll take a tour inside and out, followed by the all-important test drive. Don't forget, if you're thinking of picking up this game, if you use the link in the description below, you'll get 5,000 starting credits. So without further ado, let's crack straight into it. The Aegis Retaliator bomber is a heavy bomber used by the UEE military for centuries. It is a key portion of UEE's power projection. Retaliator squadrons have served with distinction against the Outlaws, the Vandal, and elsewhere. The base version of the Retaliator is customizable with additional modules. Okay guys, let's check the all-important stats for the Retaliator bomber. Manufacturer is of course Aegis Dynamics. Rule, heavy bomber, size large, crew 4 to 7. Out of game cost wise is $275 US. In game is just over 4 million. Weapons wise, it has 3 times size 4 man turrets, which contains 6 times size 3 cannons. It also has 2 times size 4 man turrets, which contain 4 times size 2 Scorpion Gatling guns. Missiles, it has 2 times size 9 torpedo racks, which have 6 times size 9 Argos 9 torpedoes. DPS total of 3338, damage of 391968, shield HP of 43,752. For the purposes of this comparison, I put it against the Eclipse, the Harbinger, and the Gladiator, because they're all kind of in that bomber / torpedo bracket. So max speed, the Retaliator came 4th at 814. At SCM, it also came last at 138. Max yaw pitch, it came last again at 36. Hull HP of 44,645, it came first. Shields of 43,752, it came first. DPS of 2996, it came first. Damage, I mean, it smashes everything on here. 391,968, it came first again. Cargo, none of them have cargo, so it's a 0 joint result all round. Quantum range of 121 million kilometers. Again, the Retaliator came first. Overall, the Retaliator won in 4 or 5 of them, in fact, so the overall winner was the Retaliator. And now that you know all the stats about this thing, let's go and have a little look around. So, this is a beast. I really like this ship. There is just a few little problems with it that put me off flying as a solo player. One of the things is the fact you've got no control over the weapon, so there's no guns to protect yourself. Basically, you've got the torpedoes, and that's it. I mean, they're very big torpedoes, and they're going to kill everything, but, you know, it's one of them things. So first thing, what you'll notice is one of the big giant turrets. So we've got one down there and then one down the far end. The rest are on the top and the side. It's got such a nice profile for them VTOL engines as well. So they will pivot, as Ross from Friends would say. And you can go off the landing gear. Has this really industrial feel as well, but it glides in really nicely. Along here, you've got a torpedo base. So, I mean, the size 9 torpedoes, and you can just see how big that bay is just to fit them in. You got docking on top and a bottom, so that's A and there's B on the top. And then there you go, you got the rear torpedo bay here, leading to the rear gun. Wasn't about the side here, just so you can see the side profile of this thing. I was getting stuck there. Very long, sleek, small ship. You know, it's got a very small profile. Like, inside it might look big from the outside, but inside it doesn't feel huge. It feels actually a little bit cramped. You can see the wings, the typical Aegis look. It's got that Aegis look about it, to be fair. And then moving around the back, you got them big engines. I like the back profile of the ship. I think it looks amazing. And when you take off, the wings fold out, them wings there. And then created to give it that shape. Now if we just move around the other side, as you can see, very symmetrical. A little bit of colour here, which I quite like. I think this thing could do for a little bit more colour, if I'm honest. And then if we just keep moving around the side, you can see it's pretty much the same. If we take the camera and move on up, so we keep moving on up, just so you can get a good overall view of it. See here, there's the... No, I didn't want to do that. Camera, go back up, thank you. as you can see here, you've got the 2 extra turrets there and there. You've got a turret on top. You've also got some nice glass in here as well, some nice glass effects just in the middle. So yeah, it gives you a good overall view. To get into the thing, it's not the easiest to find. As I walk straight past it, you click here, and there you go. There's your elevator coming down. The elevators work pretty well. I've not had any bugs. I've had a few bugs in this ship, but the elevator is definitely not one of them. The doors tend to be the thing that cause you problems. Right, we're in the middle of, well, middle-ish of the ship. You've got the front and the back. You've got some components, and now you can see Dock A and Dock B. We'll continue on through here. You can see the components there. There's components all over the ship, so I'm not going to point them all out. I like these little fire extinguisher things. I think they look really cool as the door opens in on them. But yeah, I like the little light they've got there. I just think it looks really nice. In here is just kind of a middle passage. I've not noticed this does anything, but you do overlook the torpedoes. And when the doors are open, you get a cool little view out of space. And if I show you from here, just look how big them torpedoes are. They are huge. Absolutely massive. I told you it's not very big in here. It's mainly torpedoes. You got access to your turret up there. Some lockers, components. So the lockers go... They're not interactable, so you can't store anything in them. To the back, here's the rear turret we saw before when we're at the back. You just go down there into your rear. On this side, very symmetrical. You've got your next turret along there. Moving on up, just into your torpedoes. A couple more components. And back into the middle. Walk through here, into here. If this door decides to open, you can see you've got the door. You've got the torpedoes. I mean, you can just see how big they are. I'm not going to walk into there. Actually, I will. But yeah, look how big they are. Just keep going and going and going and going. So yeah, when you open the bay doors, you can see right through there, and that is really cool to see. This way. Actually, we'll go this way first. So here's your little bathroom. So it's a communal bathroom. So that's going to get nice and smelly with a shower. So there's like 7 beds in here. Maybe 5, 7. Something like that. We'll have a look in a second. But yeah, there's the shower room and lockers. To this side is how you get to the front of the ship. So you can see it's got this nice blue lighting with the torpedoes on there and the screens. Oh, I just love the look of Star Citizen sometimes. Moving on into the front. Other end of here is, I would guess, the captain's quarters. It's a little bit more luxurious than the rest of them, and you've got this nice little locker here, and the shower's just behind there. So I'm sure when someone's running and singing, you're going to be like, oh no, shut up, man. Trying to sleep, dude. That's the cockpit in there. You've also got access to the other turret there. Moving on up to here to the crew quarters. Once he decides to get up. In here, strange enough, more turrets. They're everywhere, aren't they? Weapon lockers. There and there. Walking on forward, you've got the crew quarters. You can see not quite as luxurious. 1, 2, 3, 6 beds. And you get this nice panoramic view. I like the lighting up here. And you've got a lot of natural light coming in. And you'll be able to lie in bed and just watch the stars go by, which looks cool. And then moving on back to the cockpit. So if I just make it down these stairs successfully, good, and I have, turret, and into the cockpit. One design thing I don't like is I think this cockpit could have done with being sectioned off or something, or a bit bigger. Because the chair doesn't swivel, you kind of just like squeeze out. You sometimes get stuck on these 2 sides here, which is kind of annoying. It's happened a few times. Into here, the chair moves forward, panel comes up, and what we'll do, turn it on. So you got this nice little surround panel, which looks really good. You got a nice view as well. All around. Nice worked out view. And we're just going to take off. Right. So. And I'll just show you here. So that's what it looks like when you're in the sky. And then if we press K, the engines will move forward. Press N to take the landing gear up. See, it goes in really nicely. And then we'll just accelerate on forward. It's got nice acceleration. Its braking's not as strong. I mean, I crashed into the spaceship on the space station on the way in. But you can see, yeah, it gets up to speed a decent time. It doesn't take ages. And then if we just kill the engines, you can see the slowing down isn't as good. But if we put full rear thrust on to try and slow it down, Yeah, the braking is terrible. So we'll just turn around and then we can get that going again. Handles pretty well. Got lots of thrusters, so you can see the distance we've made in such a short period of time. Just when you're approaching something, just make sure you brake well in advance. It's like the Caterpillar. The amount of times I've crashed the Caterpillar into a space station is unreal. Because I'm just not used to the brake, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll be fine. I'll brake here. Boom. So yeah, I think we'll cut engines there. Press X to slow us down. And we should slow down pretty nicely as we approach the space station. And if we go back that view, we'll even put the thrusters down. I think it's a really nice looking ship. Really nice. You can see the 2 turrets on top, the other one at the front, and then the 2 there. And there you go. There's the bomb bay doors open for all to see. See right inside. Them size 9s are going to scare any ship. There's not going to be many ships that will be able to mess with this thing, I can tell you. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Pleasure as always, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.